system is the major controlling, regulatory, and communicating system in the body. It is the center of all mental activity, including thought, learning, and memory. Together with the endocrine system, the nervous system is responsible for regulating and maintaining homeostasis. Through its receptors, the nervous system keeps us in touch with our environment, both external and internal. Like other systems in the body, the nervous system is composed of organs, principally the brain, spinal cord, nerves, and ganglia. This, in turn, consists of various tissues, including nerve, blood, and connective tissues. Together, these carry out the complex activities of the nervous system. The various activities of the nervous system can be grouped together as three general, overlapping functions: sensory, integrative, motor.
Of sensory receptors detect changes called stimuli, which occur inside and outside the body. They monitor such things as temperature, light, and sound in the external environment inside the body. The internal environment receptors detect variations in pressure, pH, carbon dioxide concentration, and the levels of various electrolytes. All of this gathered information is called sensory. Sensory input is converted into electrical signals called nerve impulses that are transmitted to the brain. There the signals are brought together to create sensations, to produce thoughts, or to add memory. Decisions are made each moment based on the sensory input. This is integration. Based on the sensory input and integration, the nervous system responds by sending signals to muscles, causing them to contract, or glands, causing them to reproduce secretions. Muscles and glands are called effectors because they cause an effect in response to directions from the nervous system. This is the motor output or motor function.
Basic building blocks of nervous system. The basic building block of the nervous system is a nerve cell or neuron. Neurons are shaped differently depending on where they are in the body and what role they play. All neurons have finger-like projections called dendrites and a long fiber called an axon. Functional unit of the nervous system. Neurons are the basic functional units of the nervous system, and they generate electrical signals called action potentials, which allow them to quickly transmit information over long distances. General function of the nervous system. Your nervous system uses specialized cells called neurons to send signals or messages all over your body. These electrical signals travel between your brain, skin, organs, glands, and muscles. The messages help you move your limbs and feel sensations such as pain.
Structure. The nervous system has two main parts. The central nervous system is made up of the brain and spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system is made up of the nerves that branch off from the spinal cord and extend to all parts of the body. What are the parts of the nervous system? Parts of the nervous system also include dendrite, nucleus, cell body, axon, myelin sheath, node of Ranvier, direction of impulse such as the axon terminal, and synapse. Earlier, we said that the nervous system has two main parts. One, the central nervous system that is made up of the brain and spinal cord. Two, the peripheral nervous system that is made up of nerves that branch off from the spinal cord and extend to all parts of the body. The nervous system transmits signals between the brain and the rest of the body, including internal organs. In this way, the nervous system activity controls the ability to move, breathe, see, think, and more. Brain. Located in the cranium, the brain is responsible for our intellectual functions, our emotions, and most of our movement commands. It governs our vital functions in conjunction with the endocrine system. Cranial nerves. The cranial nerves emerge from the brain and mainly innervate the neck and head. Spinal cord. Located in the spinal column, the spinal cord transmits information between the spinal nerves and the brain. It is also responsible for certain reflex movements. Spinal nerves. The spinal nerves radiate from the spinal cord. Their branches innervate all of the parts of the body except the face. The basic unit of nervous system is a nerve cell or neuron. The human brain contains about 100 billion neurons. A neuron has a cell body which includes the cell nucleus and special extensions called axons and dendrites. Bundles of axons called nerves are found throughout the body. Axons and dendrites allow neurons to communicate even across long distances. Different types of neurons control or perform different activities. For instance, motor neurons transmit messages from the brain to the muscles to generate movement. Sensory neurons detect light, sound, odor, taste, pressure, and heat, and send messages about those things to the brain. Other parts of the nervous system control involuntary processes. These include keeping a regular heartbeat, releasing hormones like adrenaline, opening the pupil in response to light, and regulating the digestive system.
When a neuron sends a message to another neuron, it sends an electrical signal down to the length of its axon. At the end of the axon, the electrical signal changes to a chemical signal. The axon then releases the chemical signal with chemical messengers called neurotransmitters into synapse, the space between the end of an axon and the tip of a dendrite from another neuron. The neurotransmitters move the signal through the synapse to the neighboring dendrite, which converts the chemical signal back into the electrical signal. The electrical signal then travels through the neuron and goes through the same conversion processes as it moves to neighboring neurons. The nervous system also includes non-neuron cells called glia. Glia perform many important functions that keep the nervous system working properly. For example, glia help support and hold neurons in place, protect neurons, create insulation called myelin, which helps move nerve impulses, repair neurons and helps restore neuron function, trim out dead neurons, regulate neurotransmitters. The brain is made up of many networks of communicating neurons and glia. These networks allow different parts of the brain to talk to each other and work together to control body functions, emotions, thinking, behavior, and other activities.